Hello friends, welcome to my channel Testing Talks Latest. Today I am going to explain whether a string can be formed as palindrome or not. This is one of the questions asked in GE Vernova. I am going to explain different scenarios to check whether a string can be formed as palindrome or not. Subscribe my channel for the latest interview questions and testing tutorials. Let me take different strings and see whether it can be formed as palindrome or not. Before that, we'll see what is palindrome. If you take word level, it is a palindrome since first and last character is matched, second and next last character is matched, and third character is also same. So if another word like radar, if it is radar having additional character D also, when we increase the start index, when we decrease the end index, both sides values will be matched. So this is also a palindrome. But if you see whether a string is formed as palindrome or not, we'll get some different strings with the values like L, L, V, E, or this is same string level. I'm just rearranging it to check this is a palindrome or not. Otherwise, same radar will be formed like R, A, D, D. So we have to rearrange it to check whether this string is formed as palindrome or not. If you give A, C, C, D, D, F, we can check different strings whether it is formed or not. So let me check. If we arrange last word A, C, C, D, 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 F, if I arrange A first and last character as A and C second character and next last is C, and if I arrange D, 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 and if I arrange F anywhere between the word, it cannot be formed as palindrome since we have character A has count to 2 and character C has count to 2 and character D has count to 3 and F has count to 1. Whenever a string has more than 2 characters add, we cannot form that as palindrome. So whenever all the characters are even, we can form, but if the string has more than 2 characters as odd, we cannot form palindrome. So like this, we can check every string or any string to be formed as palindrome or not. So I'm going to write a program to check it. So I'm going to create a class verify palindrome. Let me create a method with artisanal solution for selenium. Public void check palindrome. This is the method we are going to use to check whether a string is palindrome or not. So we'll have another method public void test palindrome, and we can pass check palindrome from this method, which will return boolean value from check palindrome. Here it should be boolean, means whether we are returning true or not. So in test annotation, we are going to import a test annotation. So later we'll pass a string str, which is a palindrome. If check palindrome string as argument, will print system out print as str. This is the argument we are going to pass, is a palindrome. Else case, if our check palindrome returns false, we are going to return as string we are passing is not a palindrome. So for this, we have to pass our string as argument, and we have to check that by counting the characters for each character in the string. To do that, I am going to use hash map with key as character, and character count I am going to use with integer. This is the value. So I am going to initialize with name map, new hash map, and now we'll import hash map. Now let me count number of characters in the string we are going to pass. For that, I am going to use str to char array. So this will convert our string to chars. So let we count characters for this string. For that, I am going to use map.put to place key and values using map.getRDefault. Defaultly will place 1 and defaultly will place 1 by incrementing the 1 if it is 0, or it will increment if it is already more than 1. So we have to write get default method for this. So if cj character which is passing from the string, so it will be found one by one by passing through this string radar. So initially it will take R, next it will take A, and for initially it will count R as 1, and when it will be come to end, it will count as R as 2. Whenever A is repeated, it will count as 2 and D as 1. So default it will take 1, otherwise if it is more than 1, it will be keep incrementing with getRDefault. This method will be used to count all the characters. Later we are going to, here we have to mention to check this cannot be found as palindrome. So this string AACCDDF cannot be found as palindrome. Let me run it and see whether it can be found as palindrome or not. So for this, A equal to 2, C equal to 2, D equal to 3 and F equal to 1. ASCCDF cannot be found as palindrome due to the reason it has three odd characters and one two odd characters and two even characters. This is how we can find whether a string can be formed as palindrome or not. Subscribe my channel for more such interview questions and tutorials. Thank you. Thanks for your support. Here we have to mention to check this cannot be found as palindrome. So this string ASCCDDF cannot be found as palindrome. Let me run it and see whether it can be found as palindrome or not. So for this, A equal to 2, C equal to 2, D equal to 3 and F equal to 1. ASCCDF cannot be found as palindrome due to the reason it has three odd characters and two odd characters and two even characters. This is how we can find whether a string can be formed as palindrome or not. Subscribe my channel for more such interview questions and tutorials. Thank you. Thanks for your support.